Ready. I'm recording the session now. Okay, Aleja. So as I was saying before, we were waiting for the other classmate, but didn't arrive. So we're going to start. Bueno, my dear. So we're here because we're going to work about the week number 2. Ready? Of the second level of Basic 2, which is the level in which you started. Ready? We're going to talk about the city in this case, about the city where we live. Where do you live, my dear?
Um, I live in Orito, Putumayo.
Once again, what is the name of the city? Putumayo what? Sorry?
Orito.
Orito. Okay. Is it a big city or a
Mm.
small town?
I town.
Oh, it's a small town. Okay, very good. Well, the initial question of this class is what would you like to improve in your city, in Orito? What is that thing that you would like to improve? Do you know what is the meaning of improve?
Sí, mejorar.
Exactly. So, what would you like to improve in Orito? The climate, the transportation.
The transportation here is very bad.
Okay, okay. What is the main transportation there? Taxis or bicycles or
No, buses. Buseta.
buses? Buses, yeah.
Uh,
Transportation. Okay, very good. Well, what about the health? Hospitals, all of that. Is it good or
No, very bad.
very bad? What about the education? Schools,
Mm,
universities?
no, solamente escuelas.
Only little schools. Okay, my
Mm,
dear Alejandra.
Escuelas y pues claramente colegios,
Ah, okay,
pero
but not
universidades no.
not universities,
No,
okay?
superior, ajá.
Mhm, mhm. Sorry, what about food, restaurants?
No, muy rica
Ah,
la comida.
bueno, okay, good. What is the best dish? What is the most typical dish?
Mm, Hay varios, pero pues también se maneja mucho lo que tiene que ver con pescado, porque o sea, estamos en la parte sur de Colombia,
Yes.
entonces como que sí, lo que tiene que ver con pescados, eso es más que todo como lo más.
Okay, okay, very good. Is there any
Y
typical
la,
fish like mojarra or one specific dish like nikuro or something like
um,
that?
mm, sí, por acá comemos mucho que tiene que ver con mojarra o cachico.
Okay, okay, very good. That's right. O sea, food, it's good. The food is good, right? Mm. Okay, Aleja, muy bien. What about the nightlife? Do you know what is the meaning of nightlife?
Entonces, vida nocturna.
Yes, exactly. Like
Mm,
bars,
sí,
dance clubs.
ah, sí, sí, hay. Pues
Sí.
tampoco es que sea tan pequeño acá, pero sí, a comparación de otros lugares, sí. Por
Okay,
ejemplo,
okay.
algo que sí me gustaría mejorar sería como que no hay mucha variedad de actividades. Si me hago entender, es como, le hace falta centros comerciales, cines, ese tipo de cosas.
Okay, okay, very good.
Pero el
Entertainment,
resto
no?
sí hay, o sea, es pequeño, pero es completo.
Okay,
Mm,
very good. So entertainment, basically, no? Que cinemas, shopping
yes,
centers, all of that, right? Ajá,
yes.
ajá. Listo, muy bien, very good. Bueno, the other person arrived. La otra persona llegó. It's Jenny. Jenny, hello, can you listen to us? ¿Nos escuchas?
Hi, teacher.
Hello, hello.
Sorry, because I am trying to download the app in my tablet.
Okay, but are you fine now? ¿Ya la pudiste descargar? Everything
Yes,
is
yes, yes.
good?
Everything is good.
Listo, my dear. Where do you live? Jenny, where do you live? In what city?
I'm living in Ibagué.
In Ibagué. Okay, Ibagué is a big city, right?
Middle town, I think,
Okay,
because
very good.
I am from Bogota, so the difference is huge. But it's a good place, and I think is growing. I don't know if it's in a good way. I say in a good way.
Okay, okay, very good. Jenny, la pronunciación de esta palabra es huge. Very huge. Muy bien, very good. Well, so in this case, we were talking about the different characteristics of the cities in which we live, no? And the
Mhm.
different things that we have. So, for example, with Alejandra, we were talking about the transportation, the food, the entertainment, ready? So we talk about the city features, the city characteristics, and we can divide it between pros and cons. Do you know what is the meaning of pros and cons?
Yes, I
Pros
know.
y contras.
Pros y
Yes.
contras, muy bien, o sea, the good things and the bad things, ¿no? Aleja, help me to read the pros, please.
Perdón,
Help me to read the three pros.
defino.
No, read, just read.
Good. Sorry. Enough transportation, safe enough, there are enough schools.
Perfect. That's it. No. So good things that is an example. No, it's an imagine an imagine city, but enough transportation is still good. Safe enough, very good, and there are enough schools. Here we have one expression which is enough or enough. Ready? What's the meaning of enough? What is the meaning of that?
Suficiente.
Suficiente, muy bien, very good. So we have enough transportation, suficiente, suficientemente, ¿cierto? So in that case is safe enough, suficientemente segura, ¿cierto? Security. And there are enough schools. Muy bien, very good. Jenny, help me to read the cons, the negative aspects.
Okay. Too expensive, too much traffic, there are too many clubs.
Okay, so too expensive, too much traffic, and there are too many clubs, right? So we see that there is an expression which is too. What is the meaning of too?
Demasiado.
Demasiado, muy bien. So we're going to have two adverbs, enough, and we are going to have two. Ready? So in this case, with these expressions, what we can do is create the evaluation or an evaluation of my city. Ready? Taking into account some different characteristics, for example, the transportation, the security, the schools, or the cost of living. What is the meaning of expensive?
Costoso.
Costoso, so the cost of living, or the traffic, which is related to the transportation, or the clubs, which are the places that for some people are good, for some other people are bad because they are very noisy, right? So in this case, my dear girls, we're going to talk about the city and define some different wishes that we have. Because I ask you, what would you like to improve in your city? So wishes. What is the meaning of wish? Jenny, sorry, again?
Deseos.
Deseos, very good. So we're talking about something that we
Deseos.
wish. It's imaginary, but it's something that we wish, ¿no? For example, Alejandra was saying, teacher, me gustaría que hubiera pronto un cine, de pronto un centro comercial, right? More entertainment. It's possible that it's not going to happen, but it's what she wishes, ¿no? Es posible que nunca pase, but it's a wish, pero es lo que desea, right? Jenny, what would you like to improve in Ibagué? What would you like to improve in Ibagué? More transportation or more hospitals, maybe, or what? What would you like?
I wish Ibagué had more avenues.
Okay, very good. So, avenues and roads, ¿cierto? Avenues and roads. Okay, very good. Why is it too bad? The street is too bad?
Because Ibagué is not like a little town now, but the structure, I don't know if I say in that correct way, the
Infrastructure.
structure is still so poor for now. So
Uh-huh.
there are many cars now, and the traffic sometimes is impossible. And other thing is the I don't know how to say exist streets with many holes, and obviously for the cars is terrible.
Of course, that is what produces the traffic jams, no? Do you know what the meaning of traffic jams? Traffic jam?
Yeah.
Yes, traffic
Mm-mm.
jam. Un
I
trancón.
don't know what.
Basically, it's un
Ah,
trancón. Ready?
okay.
A traffic jam. So, recuerda que el verbo haber se crea a partir de there is o there are, ¿no? Entonces, you said, for example, no, teacher, sometimes there are a lot of traffic jams o there is a lot of traffic, ¿cierto? Para no usar el verbo exist, que es un poco raro, we could use there is o there are. Muy bien, very good. Entonces, what you wish is better avenues. Possibly it can happen, but not really soon. It's going to happen, but later when the government decides to invest in the city, no?
Mhm.
So it's an imaginary wish for the moment. How can we express these wishes? ¿Cómo podemos expresar estos deseos? Bueno, de hecho Jenny ya lo hizo. She used the verb in simple past. We're going to have two parts of the sentence. In the first part, we're going to describe the wish. And in the second part, we are going to define what is the wish about, right? So the first part is going to be constructed by using the subject number one, the verb wish, and the subject number two. The subject number one is the person who is wishing. And the subject number two, it's the person who the wish is about. Sometimes it's the same person. I could say, for example, I wish I, because the wish is from me, but it's also for me. Ready? For example, I wish I had more money. Is an example. The wish is for me and it's by me. Ready? But for example, in these cases, you were wishing about your city. So the subject number one is you because you are asking the wish, but the subject number two is the city because the city is the one that you are wishing about. La ciudad es sobre la que recae el deseo, o el deseo es sobre la ciudad, no sobre ustedes mismos, sino sobre la ciudad. So in that case, you could say, for example, oh, I know, I wish Ibagué, o I wish, Aleja, se me olvidó el nombre, Orito, is that?
Yes, ahorita.
Okay, so I wish Orito, yes, because the city is the subject number two. Y esa es la primera parte, I wish and the subject, right? The second part, it's going to describe what is the wish about, but we are going to have three different possibilities since this is imaginary. What is the imaginary situation that we want to change? Situation. So as it is imaginary, we are going to have three possibilities. Number one is using the verb in simple past. Okay? Not because it's in past, it's not in past, it's in present, but it's because it's something imaginary. Or the other possibility is using the modal verb could or using the modal verb would. Ready? So, for example, Jenny said, I wish Ibagué had better, better avenues and roads. Right? O, for example, Aleja said, teacher, me gustaría que hubiese. Of course, we know that haber is there is or there are, ¿cierto? But in this case, we are going to use always were because it's imaginary. So we're going to say, I wish in Orito there were more shopping centers or more cinemas, for example. Ready? So the verb, it's in past. Yeah. I wish Ibagué had, I wish there were more cinemas in Orito, right? No problem. Or the other possibility is that you use these modal verbs, which is an easier solution. Es una solución mucho más fácil. And I could say, for example, I wish my city, whatever it is, I wish my city could have better transportation, no? So better transportation. But in that case, could and the verb is in infinitive. Claro, yo puedo usarlo con had and it's fine, but it's easier to use it with the modal verbs because when the verb it's in infinitive. Así no tendría que usar la forma pasada del verbo, sino la forma en infinitivo y me enfoco en usar el modal, ¿cierto? Entonces, I wish my city could have better transportation or I wish my city would have better transportation, right? So in this case, these wishes are going to be expressed, yes, with any of these three options. Number one, the very past. Number two, could, or number three. Ready? How do you feel? Good, more or less? Fine? Questions?
It's fine, no question.
No questions. Okay. Jenny, fine, good, no problem.
Yes, I'm good.
It's very good. So normally the wishes come from a problem, of course, because we said, okay, I wish that the city had a better avenue because we have a problem and it's that the roads are very old and poor. No, the infrastructure is very bad. So I wish Ibagué had better avenues. Yeah. These wishes, they come because we normally have a problem in the first place. Or for example, Aleja said, no, the transportation is really bad. So he said, Okay, I wish Orito had better transportation. No? For example, in this case, the person says, no, I don't have fame. So what do you think that it's that he wishes? He wishes what?
He wishes had more fame.
Pero ¿quién? He wishes had more fame, but who?
Um,
He he
Yes,
wishes he had fame.
exactly, because the wish is for him, but it's also by him, right? So in that case, he's wishing about himself. So he wishes he had more fame. And of course, we see that the verb wish is conjugated in the third person. So he wishes he had more fame. Very good. Hmm? This guy says, no, I can travel. I can travel, right? So what's what he wishes?
He wishes he could travel.
Very good. Yeah. So in that case, he wishes he could travel. Right? And of course, here it's I will not finish the major or the career. So, well, he wishes he would finish the career or the major, no? But it's not necessary that we use the same form. Like this is simple past, sorry, simple present, simple past with the same verb. No, I can change it, no? And I could say, for example, I don't have fame. Ah, bueno, he wishes he could have fame. That's another possibility. It doesn't necessarily have to be with the same verb. Okay, ready? Important when we talk about the wishes with the verb to be, always is going to be used the word, right? For example, I don't know, Orito is too small. That is the problem. Orito is too small. It's an example, no, of course. So what would she wish? What would Alejandra wish? What would be the wish?
I wish Orito were more
Excellent,
eager.
excellent, excellent. I wish Orito were, sorry, Orito were solo bigger, Aleja, porque ya tiene ER, así que no le colocas more. Solo I wish Orito were bigger. That's it. Ready? Muy bien. Very good. Entonces, those are the three different options when we describe a wish. Okay? Now, as I said before, the wishes normally come from a problem, right? And there is where we are going to introduce the city evaluation with the expressions enough and the expressions to, right? But before that, we have to recognize two different words. When we talk about enough and to, we can make an evaluation of the city, but we have to describe, to identify if I am using adjectives or nouns. Adjectives, adjectives are the characteristics, and nouns are the things. Ready? Sometimes these nouns are concrete, physical. Other times they are concepts which are mental. Ready? And the adjectives which are characteristics. We have two different columns here, the white column and the yellow column. Which of the two columns is the column of the adjectives? The white column or the yellow column? What do you think?
I think the yellow one is the adjectives.
Okay, what do you think, Aleja? Yes, do you agree with Jenny?
Mm, yes, yellow.
Okay, well, no, actually, the adjectives are going to be these ones, the white ones, and the nouns are going to be the yellow ones. Ready? So the adjectives, which are the characteristics, are these ones: dangerous, noisy, bright, dark, silent, convenient. And the nouns are these ones, which are the things, the concept: danger, noise, light, darkness, silence. The words are very similar, but you have to start identifying if it's an adjective or if it's a noun. Ready? Why? Because with the adjectives, we're going to have the verb to be. And with the nouns, we're going to have other possibilities. Normally, the verb have or has, or the possibility there is or there are, right? So, for example, is dangerous, is noisy. What is the meaning of noisy?
Ruidoso,
Ruidoso, very good. Oh, is bright. Bright, what is the meaning of bright?
brillante, como
Brillante, very good. Dark,
resplandeciente,
exactly.
oscuro,
Dark is the opposite, oscuro. Silent is very easy. Convenient, muy sencillo. Spacious, very easy. Comfortable, what is the meaning of comfortable?
cómodo,
Very good. Expensive, we already
Como
saw it. Polluted, what is the meaning of polluted?
contaminación.
Contaminado, because it's the adjective, ¿no? Es la característica. Polluted es contaminado. Pollution,
Ok,
ese sí es
ok, ok.
contaminación, exactly.
Contaminación.
And luxurious, what is the meaning of luxurious?
Luxurious. Oh, that, I don't know that one.
No idea.
lujoso.
Ujú.
Lujoso, muy bien. So, these ones are
Luxurious.
characteristics. Todos estos que tengo acá son características que hablan de un lugar, ¿no? Si es peligroso, ruidoso, brillante, oscuro, silencioso, conveniente, so on, so on. Características, ¿ready? Now, in front, we have the noun. So, en este caso no hablamos de la característica, sino del concepto en sí mismo, ¿right? Como que si esto es peligroso, esto es peligro. Si esto es ruidoso, esto es
Ruidoso.
Ruido, ruido,
ruido. ¿Por qué ruidoso? Es el adjetivo, ¿no? Entonces, esto es ruido. ¿Ready? Light,
luz,
luz. Darkness,
oscuro.
oscuridad. ¿Cierto? Porque oscuro es el adjetivo. ¿Ready? Entonces, darkness
Pero,
es
ah,
oscuridad. ¿Ready?
oscuridad. Ah,
Si el
ok.
adjetivo es silencioso, ¿qué hay? Hay mucho qué.
Silencio.
Silencio,
Silencio, very good. Si el adjetivo es conveniente, es porque hay mucha qué.
conveniencia,
Conveniencia, yes, exactly, muy bien, very good. Si el adjetivo es espacioso, es porque ahí hay o porque el lugar tiene mucho qué.
Pa-
Espacio, very
espacio,
good, ¿cierto? Comfort, pues es lo mismo, comfort, ¿cierto? Comodidad, right? Expenses, si es expensive es porque tiene muchos qué o porque hay muchos qué. Sorry, Jenny, again.
Es costoso. No, costoso sería el adjetivo, ¿cierto? O
Yes,
sea
exactly.
que caro, porque
Es
no
un,
puedo decir costo.
sí, exactamente, costos, muy bien. Son los costos, ¿cierto? Los costos, expenses, right? Ah, pollution, bueno, si es un lugar que es muy
Por ejemplo,
contaminado, dime, sí, pregunta.
por ejemplo, o sea, digamos ahí estaría bien decir caro. O sea, es que bueno, en español tenemos como que esa palabra, pero en inglés, o sea, ¿cómo se traduciría? O sea, como,
Caro es un sinónimo de expensive, o sea, de costoso, ¿cierto? Porque también es
ok,
la característica, ¿sí? Entonces,
entonces, o sea, que estaría bien
expenses,
traducido. ¿Sí?
los gastos, ¿sí? Pero no caro, caro sería expensive también,
Mm,
porque es un sinónimo de costoso, o sea, es un adjetivo también, ¿vení?
ok.
Pero expenses es cuando uno, pues, tiene muchos, ¿qué? Pues gastos, ¿sí? Entonces,
Mm,
that's the difference, ¿ready? Bueno, polluted, ya vimos que polluted es contaminado, o sea, que tiene mucha contaminación, o que hay mucha contaminación. Y luxurious es lujoso. O sea que cuando es lujoso es porque hay mucho qué. Luxury.
lujo.
Lujo. Muy bien. That's it. Luxury. Right? Entonces, take into account that these words are similar. Se parecen mucho. The words are very similar. But the meaning is different. And the use of the words is also different. Yeah? Especially because the verb that we're going to use it's really different. Okay? So, for example, if I say my house. Tin, tin, tin. Space. What do you think? What is the verb that we're going to have here? My house.
is, my
¿Será?
house is,
Porque
or,
space es adjetivo o sustantivo. What do you think? It's adjective or noun?
No.
Noun,
no,
¿cierto? Entonces,
no,
con noun no usamos el to be, sino que
ah,
usamos
ah, ok, ok,
el
sorry.
verb to have. No, tranquila, no problem. So, my house, ¿qué? Has space. Tiene espacio. Ready? Ahora, different, if I say, for example, if I say, my house, tararán, spacious. What is there?
Is
Ahí sí sería
Is.
is, exactamente, ¿cierto? My house in spacious, we
Is.
saw it here, is spacious. ¿Cierto? Entonces, por eso tenemos que reconocer si es un sustantivo o es un adjetivo. Ready? Good. One more, one more. Let's see what happened if I say bueno, in Bogotá, tun, 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 much danger. In
is
Bogotá, much danger. ¿Será is?
Is like there are in Bogota there are much.
Casi aleja, pero danger es no contable. Entonces sería
There is.
there is, porque es no contable. ¿Listo? Entonces, muy bien, acá yo digo que en Bogotá hay mucho peligro. Entonces, ahí es donde entran estas dos opciones, there is o there are. Ready? Ahora, different, if I say simply, Bogotá, solo Bogotá, no in Bogotá, sino just Bogotá, much danger. ¿Será que es la misma? ¿O what do you think?
has.
Exactly, Jenny, very good. Bogotá has much danger. Why? Because in this case I'm not saying en Bogotá, sino solo Bogotá. Bogotá tiene. No Bogotá hay, sino Bogotá tiene. O en Bogotá hay. Entonces, there are two different possibilities, no? Sometimes we can use have or has, and sometimes we can use there is or there are. So Bogotá has much danger. Ready? And of course, the other possibility is saying Bogotá, plain, too dangerous. So in that case, what do you think? What do you think is the answer there? Bogota, too dangerous.
Is like
Is.
dangerous because
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. Very good. Why? Because we're talking about the adjective. So here we include the verb to be. Claro, of course, if I'm saying Bogota and Medellin, when we change that, we said Bogota and Medellin are too dangerous. But it's anyway the verb to be because it's an adjective that we are using, that it's dangerous. Ready? So take into account that the word that we use, it's going to determine the verb that we use. Ready? Sorry, depending if I use a noun or if I use an adjective, I am going to have a different verb. And also I am going to have a different structure. How do you feel so far? Good, clear, not clear, possible, impossible? What do you think? Is it good?
For me, it's good.
Okay, okay, very good. Aleja, yes.
Yes, good, good.
Muy bien, very good.
It's
Listo.
okay.
Hasta ahí estamos pues usando adjetivos y sustantivos. Ahora, we want to make the evaluation of the city because we see that the city is too expensive or the city is very expensive or the city is very dangerous or whatever. So we're going to learn how can we use the adverbs that we saw before, which are to and enough. You told me that to is demasiado and enough, it's suficiente. So when we talk about to, it's for negative characteristics. But when we talk about enough, it's for something good or for positive characteristics. And the same happens with the nouns. If I am using enough, it's because it's something good. And if I say too many or too much, it's because it's something bad. Ready? Now, for example, polluted. It is something good or something bad?
Bad.
It's bad, right?
Something bad.
It's something bad. What about comfortable? Something good or something bad?
Good.
It is something
Comfortable.
good. Exactly, right? Or what about if I say spacious?
Good.
Normally, it's something good. For some people, it could be something bad, but normally it is something good, right? What about if I say animated?
Depends.
Depends on the person, of course. So for some people, it could be something good. For some people, it could be something bad. Ready? And the same happens with the nouns. If I say, for example, cold air. Bueno, yes, cold air. What do you think? Is it something good or something bad?
Depends.
Depends on the person, of course. But what about if I say good education
Good.
is something good, right? And if I say, for example, a danger, something bad, right? So when we talk about adjectives or nouns, we can identify if it's something good or if it's something bad, or sometimes depends on the context. Ready? Now, what it's important is that you remember that when we use adjectives, we are going to do use it with the verb to be. Yes. And when we talk about nouns, normally we have or has, but also we can talk about there is or there are, depending if you want to use this one, like hay, or simply el lugar que sea Bogotá, whatever, has. ¿Cierto? Both options are right. Ahora, let's see how can we use these adverbs, yes, in order to evaluate my city, right? When I am talking about adjectives, yes, the to, it's before the adjective. But when I'm talking about adjectives, enough is after the adjective. So I said, for example, that Orito is comfortable, right? You told me that comfortable is something good. So we use enough. Enough, it's afterwards. So I said that Orito is comfortable enough. See, because it's something good, right? But also you told me that, well, you didn't tell me, but I am telling you that Bogota is polluted. But polluted, it's something bad, so we have to use to. In this case, to is before the adjective. So Bogota, it's too polluted. Bogota, it's too polluted, right? So depending the adjective, I am going to use enough or I am going to use to. But also, depending if you use to or enough, the position changes, okay? Claro, of course, this can be affirmative, like in this case, Bogota is or Orito is, but it also can be negative. For example, I could say that, no sé, let's say Ibagué is not or isn't too polluted. Bueno, de hecho estoy adivinando porque no conozco Ibagué, but I assume that Bogota isn't, sorry, Ibagué isn't too polluted. O sea, this sentence can be affirmative or negative, but the meaning is going to change. Claro, si uso acá negativo, significa que perdón, Ibagué no es muy contaminada. Cambio aquí, that it's affirmative, I'm saying that Bogotá es muy contaminada, ¿cierto? Right? Entonces, all in this case with adjectives, con adjetivos y los dos adverbios, to and enough. Questions there, difficulties, problems, hasta ahí. Bien, no problem?
No problem.
No
No problem.
problem.
Listo, muy bien. If we do that with the nouns, si hacemos eso con los sustantivos, it's going to change a little bit the expression enough. Because enough with the nouns is going to go before the noun, right? So in that case, I said, no, pues, for example, malls. Do you remember what is the meaning of malls?
Centro comercial.
Centros comerciales, very good. Is it something good or something bad?
Depends.
Depend, perdón.
Depends, but normally it's something good, no? Normally
Normally
it is.
something.
Exactly. So I want to say that Bogotá tiene suficientes, bueno, de hecho tiene más que suficientes, but let's say suficientes centros comerciales. How would you use that?
Bogota has enough malls.
Perfect. Bogotá has enough malls. Ya enough no va a ir al final, sino que va a ir normal antes de, si estoy usando un sustantivo. Bogotá has enough malls. That's it, right? But let's suppose that it's something negative. Bueno, también tiene mucho peligro, but let's suppose that it's something negative like with danger. How would you say? No, es que en Bogotá hay mucho peligro. So the first difference is that we don't say Bogotá, but in Bogotá, ¿cierto? In Bogotá. ¿En Bogotá qué? En Bogotá. ¿Qué dices? What do you think?
Ese sería con Daris, ¿cierto?
Muy bien, very good. ¿Por qué? Ahí es donde vamos a decir, es que en Bogotá hay. No en Bogotá tiene, sino en Bogotá hay. Very good. So, en Bogotá, there is, ¿por qué con is? Porque danger es no contable. So, there is too much. Ahí tengo que tener en cuenta si es contable o no contable para decir si es mucho o muchos, ¿cierto? Demasiado o demasiados. Y el sustantivo. So, in that case, we say, in Bogotá, there is too much danger. ¿No? No, que tiene demasiados centros comerciales. Ah, ok, so in Bogotá there is, o there are, perdón, there are too many malls. ¿Listo? So in that case, it's really important that we notice what is the noun. Is it countable or it's non-countable, right? Is it plural or is it singular? Ready? Because that is going to determine the structure that we have to use at the beginning, and also if it's too many or too much, depending if it's something affirmative or if it's something negative. Ready? ¿Qué tal? How do you feel so far? Questions, difficulties, problems? Más o menos, more or less.
No es good for me.
But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Listo. Very good, very good, very good. Give me 1 second. Vamos a borrar por aquí. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, very good. So in this case, what we make is an evaluation and we said that this is too much, or this is enough, or this is good, or this is bad. But what happens when we make a comparison and they are the same? Then we are going to have to use the comparative as us. Ready? The comparative as us is a comparison of equality. In that case, we are saying that two things are the same. Like, for example, I don't know, let's call how hot it's Iwage, my dear Jenny. How hot? What is the temperature?
Sometimes is 20 degrees. 22, 23.
Let's say around 22 degrees. Muy bien, very good. So it's hot. Not extremely hot, but it's hot, right? And Aleja, Orito, how hot is that? What is the temperature there?
Here is very hot, like 34,
Oh, shoot.
something like that.
Oh my God, it's super hot. Good. So in this
Tropical.
case, it's tropical, of course. So it's very humid, I suppose.
Yes.
Right. So in this case, as we have different temperatures, we cannot make this comparison because it's not the same, it's different. But let's suppose that, for example, bueno, Jenny, another city that it's similar temperature. I don't know, Girardot or any other city.
Ocaña. Ocaña Norte de Santander.
Ocaña, good, thank you. So we're going to use Ocaña here. So we said that Ibagué and Ocaña are basically the same temperature. They have the same temperature. So we could use the comparison as us for making that like clear, no? So we said that Ibagué, the comparison is with hot. So obviously we're going to use the verb to be. Ibagué is as hot as Ocaña.
Okay.
They are the same. right? Aleja, do you have another city that it's as hot as Orito? I don't know, Yopal or
Around here, Puerto Asís.
Puerto Asís. So, for example, we said that Orito is as hot as Puerto Asís, right? That's good. So, in that case, we can do this comparison with adjectives. And we said tan caliente, tan frío, tan grande, tan pequeño, como, and then the other subject. No problem. But also we can make it with nouns, no? So, for example, in Bogota, there are like, I don't know, let's say 200 schools. Is an example, 200 schools. In Cali, also there are 200 schools, right? So we could say that Bogota and Cali, we are going to compare Bogota and Cali, and the noun is schools. Countable or not countable? Schools.
Countable.
Countable, right? So in that case, we could say that Bogota has as obviously many because it's countable. So Bogota has as many schools as Cali, making a comparison saying that they have the same number. Okay. For example, I don't know, Jenny, how old are you?
I am 32.
32 years old. I am also 32 years old. So we said that Jenny has as many years as me. It's a possibility, right? Or for example, no, no, Jenny has the hair very long, and Alejandra also has the hair very long. Aleja has as much hair as Jenny. Yep, much because hair is not countable. So, but in that case, I can make these kind of comparisons with adjectives and also with nouns. Ready? Questions, difficulties, problems, anything?
No, it's okay.
It's okay? Right, very good. Listo, my dear ladies. So what we're going to do here is something quite simple. We're going to open a whiteboard. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to open a new whiteboard. Listo, my dear ladies. Open a new whiteboard here. Okay, can you see the whiteboard? ¿Pueden ver el tablerito? Yes.
Yes, I can.
Listo, ahí ustedes pueden escribir, no problem, cada una tiene su espacio, pueden escribir sin problema, con esfero, con lápiz, como quieran, o con el texto aquí ahí a la mano izquierda. So, for example, I'm going to write down what I would like to improve of Bogotá, right? So, for example, I would say that I wish, uy, pero sin mayúscula, wait. I wish, a ver, vamos a hacerlo más pequeñito por acá. I wish Bogota were more organized. Yes, because there are too many people. See, so it's too, and it is too crowded. What is the meaning of crowded?
Como atestado, como abarrotado, como
Exacto.
demasiado cómodo.
Lleno. Básicamente algo muy lleno. Ready? So I wish Bogotá were more organized because there are too many people and it is too crowded, ¿cierto? Bogotá is as cold as, no sé, let's say Bogotá is as cold as, no sé, I don't know what other city that it's as cold as Bogotá. Let's say Tunja. Bueno, creo que es un poquito más caliente, pero bueno, let's say it's as cold as Tunja, but it is too dangerous. And it has enough hospitals, but also it has too much crime. So very simple. So I am describing what I would like to improve, what I wish I could improve of my city. Ready? But using the reasons. Why I would like that? ¿Por qué me gustaría eso? Because tiene este problema, tiene este otro problema, es así, es así. Ready? Entonces, rápidamente en un cuadrito, ustedes arman su cuadrito y me escriben ahí, what would you like to change of your city and why? ¿Qué les gustaría cambiar de su ciudad y por qué? Of course, usando wishes y lo que acabamos de ver, enough to, no tiene que ser igual de largo, of course, could be a little bit shorter. Esto es pues solo un ejemplo. ¿Ready? Entonces go ahead, take your time.
Está cargando, profe.
Ah, tranquila, no te preocupes, don't worry.
O sea, se queda como ahí. O sea, yo lo escucho y veo blanca la pantalla, pero se queda ahí. No sé si es porque estoy desde la tablet.
Es possible. De pronto la señal no está tan buena, Jenny. Bueno, no te preocupes, espérate a ver si carga. Ah, after meeting external, ti. Nada, nothing, todavía no se ve.
¿Será por- no, solo me dice
Ah, sí, ya apareciste acá. Yes, good. Listo, my dear. ¿Y Aleja, ya pudiste? ¿Ya estás escribiendo? Are you writing? Ah, listo, ya está. Listo, ready. So, write it down and I'm going to read it in 2 minutes, okay? So, take your time, write it down.
Profe, me repitió, tenemos que hacer que I wish Bogotá, ¿qué?
No, pues Bogotá, no, in your case, Ibagué, ready. What would you like to change of your city? What is the wish? You said, no, I
Mm,
wish Ibagué, ta, ta, ta. But why? So, because Ibagué is too crowded, or Ibagué is too old, or because the infrastructure is too old. Bueno, lo que me dijiste al inicio, but this time using too and enough. Ready? Exactly. Si quieren pueden escribir, ahí tienen una T y pueden escribir con el teclado si quieren, pues si es más fácil para ustedes
Ah,
de pronto,
sí, muchas gracias.
si les queda más fácil.
Mm.
Almost ready? ¿Casi listo?
Juego.
What happened, Jelly? ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Está
No
difícil?
intento, no es que intento con intenté que escribir con la, ya, como que, pero no me va a tocar con el lápiz, no puedo.
Bueno, con el lápiz, sí, no problem. O si quieres, just tell me your idea.
Am,
¿Cómo se dice empleabilidad, profe?
Empleability o market job. Perdón, job market. Job market es como mercado laboral, ¿no?
Estaría bien decir, I wish Ibagué has a better market job.
Good. Pero I wish Ibagué had. Recuerda que usamos el pasado porque es irreal.
Y que sí, ok.
Exactly. So I wish Ibagué had a better job market. Ujú. Bueno, igual desde la tablet puedes escribir fácil con el finger,
Ujú.
entonces no problem. Okay, so I wish Ibagué had a better market job, a better job market. Listo, ahí vas terminando, muy bien. Aleja ya escribió. I wish Orito were a bigger town. Muy bien, town está al revés, good. It's Town, muy bien, no worries. Entonces, I wish Orito were a bigger town because it's too small and it's difficult to get things. Ah, to get things, como que conseguir las cosas. Good. Difficult, que es un adjetivo malo, ¿cierto? Podemos también incluirlo con it's too difficult. Es muy difícil. It's too difficult to get things. Perfecto, Aleja. Muy bien. Very good. Ujú. And here. So I wish Ibagué had a better market job because there is many freelancers. Ah, okay, there are.
Ah, sí,
There are.
no, sí,
Ajá.
perdón, perdón.
No, no, estamos bien, no te preocupes. Y como es algo malo, pues podemos colocar there are too many. Hay demasiados
Mm,
independientes, demasiados freelancers, ¿no? Entonces, muy bien, very good. I wish Ibagué had a better market job, job market, sorry, aquí es al revés, sorry. Job market because there are too many freelancers. Perfecto, muy bien, that's right. Listo, my dear ladies. Entonces, pues básicamente eso, a eso se refería esta clase, como a tratar de expresar esos deseos sobre nuestras ciudades y pues esas características tanto buenas como malas que encontramos allí. Para eso usamos los adverbios had, perdón, enough and to, y también pues la parte de wishes, de deseos. em, Podemos incluir también las comparaciones con as, aunque es un poco más difícil en este caso, pero también se pueden incluir allí para poder comparar esas ciudades con otras, ¿no? O sea, no teacher, Ibagué is as, no sé, as old as Girardot, and is as, no sé, as expensive as Chaparral. Bueno, I don't know, something like that, right? Entonces, también podemos incluir ese tipo de comparisons, right? My dear ladies, questions, difficulties, problems?
no, teacher.
No, it's fine. Y ahí les queda la tarea. Pueden pensar otras características, otras cosas que les gustaría cambiar, porque dentro de la actividad, algunas actividades de la segunda semana van a hacer algo parecido. Entonces, como que esta es una introducción a esas actividades de la segunda semana que les va a pedir que hagan algo parecido. ¿Vale? ¿Ready? Bueno, my dear ladies, so for the moment, that's it. See you soon. See you later, and have a wonderful night. Sleep tight.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Thanks to you for
Good
coming. Goodbye.